on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally, you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
The industry.
Christianity is about walking by faith, living with hope, and sharing our love. And the greatest of these is love. We love God, our neighbors, and one another. And we would be delighted for you to come share the love of God with us at the Hinton Church of Christ, 307 South Spencer in Hinton, Oklahoma. Join us on Sundays for Bible classes for all ages at 9 a.m., worship at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., and midweek Bible study on Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
The industry.
Christianity is about walking by faith, living with hope, and sharing our love. And the greatest of these is love. We love God, our neighbors, and one another, and we would be delighted for you to come share the love of God with us at the Hinton Church of Christ, 307 South Spencer in Hinton, Oklahoma. Join us on Sundays for Bible classes for all ages at 9 a.m., worship at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., and midweek Bible study on Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
The industry.
Christianity is about walking by faith, living with hope, and sharing our love. And the greatest of these is love. We love God, our neighbors, and one another, and we would be delighted for you to come share the love of God with us at the Hinton Church of Christ, 307 South Spencer in Hinton, Oklahoma. Join us on Sundays for Bible classes for all ages at 9 a.m., worship at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., and midweek Bible study on Wednesday.
All right, I want to welcome you here. Getting ready to get the game started. Got about a minute 52 before we get this one underway. We're right here in Minco, Oklahoma, on the road, playing a big district matchup against the Bulldogs. And again, this is exciting. It's a Friday night. Couldn't wait to get up here and get this game started. And I'll tell you why. You know, this Hinton Comets team, they have had, you know, really a great season so far. They fought hard, but this is an incredible district. This is a district where you've got basically 4 or 5 teams that are really competitive, and each week it's a toss-up. You know, you're looking at the scores after the game. You're kind of sitting there in awe saying, oh, my goodness, this team beat this team, or, you know, oh, my goodness, this team beat this team. And, you know, you got a couple of teams, Crescent, CHA, that are kind of showing themselves now here in the latter part of the season to be the favorites to, you know, win here late and have the best record and get that home playoff game and get that 1 and 2 seed. But I tell you what, that can change each and every week. And you know, right now this is a big chance for the Comets, who are 0-2 in district play. Both games they lost, one in overtime on a 40-yard made field goal in Class A football, which is not something you see very often. And then, of course, last week to lose the heartbreaker on a late fumble when they were up by 1. So this team could be very easily 2-0. And so, you know, heads up. Full hearts can't lose. Ready to get this one underway. Ryan Lytle be attempting the kickoff as we get things underway. Game 3 of district football is underway. The kick is off. They're going to let that one bounce and roll. Have to field it there at the 6-yard line as he'll head to the right side here. Needs a block. Sheds off one. And he'll be out of bounds. That's where we'll start things.
There is a flag down on the play.
And we got a flag on the play, so we'll take a look at that.
Block in the back against the Bulldogs.
And we'll await the call as a block in the back on the return team. That's a big penalty there. That's going to set them back. It's going to pin them deep to start here on their first drive offensively. I'm Nathan Allen, of course, joined by my host up here, co-host, Zach Friesen. Nice to have him up here working with us here. We've got a variety of different guys up here, and I tell you what, it's a lot more fun having someone up here to help call than doing it by myself.
Absolutely. We got great weather out here, a little bit breezy, but aside from that, can't complain at all. It's going to be a great night.
Yes, and it was windy earlier, but that has settled down a bit here. Is the perfect temperature as we're ready for some football here on a Friday night. Pistol formation, 3 by 1. As he'll roll out there to the right side. He got a pair of Comets. Not much doing on that first down play.
That was a good job getting forcing it to bounce to the outside, and a good stop by Braden Strong and Jack Brookshire.
Yeah, and of course Jack Brookshire, senior, one of their playmakers, one of their leaders up front in that front 7. Second down, snap this time, and there he is again on the tackles. They're going to drive him backwards. He'll gain maybe a yard or two, make that third down manageable.
Yeah, they got a little bit more of a push up the middle there, but they did a good job around the ball and keeping him from falling forward and getting him to stop in his place there and force third down.
Bulldogs running up tempo here, or at least for a moment it looked like that, as he'll check his signal. Stay in that pistol formation. There's the option play, flips it up. Will he have enough for the first as they force him to the boundary? It looks like he has enough for the first.
Johnson picks up the
yeah, it's a good play call there on third down. They froze the man on the end. They froze Valdeспino, was able to make him freeze just long enough to get the pitch off and get enough for a first down there.
That's that advantage of being in third manageable. You only need a couple of yards. And as they have a little miscommunication there as he hands it off to the left side, but his back was to the right. And that play's blown up. Big loss on first down.
Yeah, a lot. Big communication error there. Quarterback was running one way, running back going the other, and it's going to result in a big loss there.
You know, it's something Coach Potter preaches. He wants this second down and long, third down and long. You want to get yourself, make their offense one-dimensional. That's exactly how you do it right there. Got a little help from the miscommunication. Second down and 15 as he's going to keep it here as a bailout, and a pair of Comets are going to stop this one. The ball's out. And we got a turnover. Hunter Helms is headed for the end zone. No whistle yet. We may have had an early whistle. They're going to signal touchdown.
We've got one ref signaling touchdown, another one whistling him down around the 17-yard line.
And by the looks of it, that was just a pure strip fumble there.
Ryan Lytle was the one who ripped it out. He had a little help there from Valdespino again, but Lytle was the one who got his hand in there and ripped it free.
And it's looking like they may be bringing this one
the
back.
fumble on the play, the result is Hinton football.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark him down around the 18-yard line.
All right, but I tell you what, the senior Ryan Lytle making plays, kicks off for the Comets, kicks the extra point attempts, and he plays defense on that line. And I'll tell you what, he's had several turnovers this season. This is not new for him. He is just a playmaker. That's what you need on this team. You need your seniors, your upperclassmen up there making plays. Ryan Lytle just wanted the football more and just flat-out manhandled him, got the ball back. And I'll tell you what, wish that had been a touchdown, but we'll settle for a turnover. So
yeah, and they're set up in prime field position here, even though they gave up the first down on the first drive on the first couple plays, but now they've got the ball already in the red zone to start off their first possession of the night.
So we get the first look at the offense here, led by quarterback Levi Taylor, senior. It's Trevor Rodman in the backfield, pistol formation, one receiver out on each side. He'll hand it off. Rodman bounces up the left side for a positive gain on first down.
21, Trevor Rodman with the carries, down by Pate.
So 2nd down and 7, just a good solid gain there, positive yardage. We know early this team likes to establish the run. They're a run-first team. They play big up front. They're larger than most teams they'll play, so they like to kind of show some strength here early. Expect them to run the ball a lot. Could see a QB lead here, and that's what you're going to get. So run forward there, powering and getting about 2 or 3 on the play.
Taylor keeps it. He's taken down by Zach Willman for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's a good job by the Bulldogs to rally to the ball there. He didn't really have a lot of room there, but he made the most of what he had, and he's getting the Comets into a 3rd and manageable here.
And that's one of the things that Coach Potter relies on with Levi Taylor's. Even if the play's not there, he has the strength and the size that he can get you a couple yards, almost like that Jalen Hurts style. Mm-hmm. You know, it may not look like it's going anywhere, but he has enough strength that he can turn either a negative play or a no gain into 2 or 3 yards just like that.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference just being able to fall forward and just refuse to go down in the backfield.
Empty set, Rodman in motion, snap. He's going to keep it to the left side. He's got a block, has to cut back inside. It doesn't appear he'll have enough for the first.
Taylor keeps it.
So we could see 4-down territory here.
It looks like they're going to be about 3 yards shy here. We'll see what the call is here for the Comets.
And of course, Ryan Lytle, good field goal kicker, but we know on 4th down they like to go for it. They like to be aggressive. They got good field position, and they're looking off to the sidelines as the offense is staying on the field. Have to believe they're going for it here. Should be interesting if they see maybe a change the count, try to draw them off sides, or just straight up run a play here as he got an empty set, 2 by 1. Passes it this time, has to find him in space, and does, cuts back, and that's enough for the first. Dylan Ingram.
Well, that was a gutsy play call there, putting it in the air there, throwing it across all the way across the field.
Excuse me, Clifton Craighead on that.
That was a gutsy call, throwing it all the way to the far side of the field, but they were able to get enough separation on the line and get just enough for the first down.
Yes, and Clifton Craighead with the reception there. Again, we're all the way on the opposite side of the field up here. Numbers are a little tough to see. As he steps a little bit closer, see a pair of 2s, know exactly who that is. So, clutch, big play call, as you said, and clutch reception there. Clifton Craighead, pistol formation. Snap, hands it off. Powering up the middle, he's going to be a yard short. That's a good gain there by Jake Wright.
Boy, it looked like he was just about to break through there.
I'll tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me. I think they're going to go back to the well again here. They're running the ball with some success here early on this first drive, and wouldn't surprise me here either, one of 2 things. I'd expect either to go back to the well with Jake Wright, or you might see a play to get the quarterback, Levi Taylor, get his mobility involved here.
Absolutely.
Shotgun formation right at his side. One receiver out. Powering forward there. They're going to be stuffed up. It looks like they're short of the goal to gain.
Yeah, it looks like they are just about a half-yard short.
Carson Littlejohn with the stop.
I'll tell you, right through a pretty good block coming out of the backfield there. It looked like that one may may have had a chance there for a second, but yep, they're going to spot him just about a half-yard shy.
And have to believe here we're looking at 4-down territory, so ideally you got 2 more shots at this. You really like your chances. You run the ball with success early here. I try to power this one forward here on 3rd down.
Absolutely. They've had good success so far, and that play right there was the shortest game they've had so far.
As under center snaps it, just takes it up there, sneaks it down the line, powering forward for the touchdown. Levi Taylor.
Yeah, that was a good push there by the offensive line. By the time he got across the end zone, across the goal line, the entire offensive line was basically across the line.
Yeah. And then Levi Taylor showing off the size and strength. As we said, his senior quarterback, he's got a good arm, makes really good decisions with the ball, but I tell you what, it's the size and strength. That attribute really gives him advantage over a lot of teams that we face on that schedule. And just kind of have him adjust, get right under center, take the football and just sneak it across the line. As we got a 2-point attempt there. Looked like it was firing maybe for Jack Brookshire. It's kind of a back shoulder throw. Or not back shoulder, across the body throw. And it's no good.
It looked like it was Strong trying to break off and get a little tricky there, but yeah, ultimately wasn't able to pull it off there.
All right, so popping the points on the board there. Good news, of course, unfortunately, a 2-point conversion, no good. But the good news is Hinton Comets take an early lead here, 6-0, following the turnover, as we'll stay right here on HintonComets.tv. Just want to remind everybody here, we got 3 games left. Very important, of course, Minco tonight, one of those. Next week, it got Cashin at home, and that's senior night, so got to be Cashin. Cashin is a must-win game if you're looking for playoffs. Then the following Friday, they'll go on the road at Watonga, finish off the season. So ideally, you need to go 2-1. If you go 2-1, you got to beat Cashin. If you go 3-0, that may get you a spot at that 3 seed. So
beating Cashin this year isn't quite as tall a task as it has been in years past. I mean, we know Cashin as being a powerhouse.
Yes.
In the state, but yeah, this year they're a little bit more gettable this year.
Absolutely, yes. Much different. What a difference a year makes. The kick is off. This is going to be fielded here as we're kind of getting a tough eye, getting a good look at that. It looks like he'll be out of bounds at around the 25-yard line. As we are up here at the top of the press box and got a lot of staff up here, so we do our best to kind of see here. So if we make a little bit of miscue, we will get that fixed. And it looks like he's going to spot it right at about the 26-yard line. So we'll see the Minco offense again as they kind of just got it stripped out last drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back here. As the momentum so far in the Comets' favor. 4 down linemen, three linebackers. 2 safeties playing up. First down. As he'll roll out to the right or the left side. That one's blown up. Nothing going there. A pair of Comets in on the tackle.
Clayton Hughes on the carry. He's brought down by Wright.
Looks like that was Jake Wright there on the play. Did a good job of containing the edge there and forcing him to bounce to the outside and then just hammering him home and not letting him get anywhere.
Again, Jake Wright playing that middle linebacker spot right now. Just a real hard hitter. He's always been a hard hitter, but he's really upped his game as they're going to roll out here to the right side. Looks to pass, intended for number 11, who had a little bit of space, but ball sailed too high.
Yeah, it looked like he might have rushed his throw just a little bit. Got a little antsy. Tried to get out there a little too quick, but that's a good job by the Comets in coverage and force a 3rd and long.
Yep, 3rd and long, exactly where Coach Potter wants them. Make them one-dimensional, as we've said. Get a big stop here. This is where you like to watch the defensive line. Pin your ears back, get after that quarterback as they got 4 on the ground there as they'll send him, bringing the pressure. Looked like maybe a screen pass, and he's about to get blown up. Jack Brookshire laying the wood. Sniffed that play out from a mile away.
Yes, he did. He did a great job of reading that play, seeing what was coming. We saw the lineman release from Minco, saw the screen was coming, and he did a great job of reading it and just planting him on 3rd down and forced the punt.
What a play there. As you can kind of tell the way that play broke down early, you knew it was going to be a screen, and just a matter of, could they make the right read and see it. Jack Brookshire just happens to be where the ball happens to be. Of course, he's their senior, one of their linebackers. He's played all over, played different spots along that linebacking core as they've had injuries throughout the year. And tell you what, he's just got a good eye for the ball. We always say great players are around the ball. And Jack Brookshire is a great player and just so happens to be around the ball a lot.
Not much of a coincidence there, is there?
Not at all. So they're going to spot that one there at the 46-yard line where the Comets going to be getting their second drive. So far, 1 drive, 1 touchdown. Things looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, they've done a great job on defense. First possession, they forced a turnover. That possession, forcing a 3 and out. Definitely off to a hot start here. Need to keep up the momentum.
And most importantly, as Coach Potter likes it, running the ball with success. Anytime you can set your pace, set your tempo, and command by running the ball, that's what you like to see. Hands it off to Trevor Rodman, bounces to the right side, makes one man miss and trips and falls for a gain of 9 on the first down carry.
Excellent play there on first down. Like you mentioned, Rodman made a nice cut to get upfield and get a big gain on first down.
So 2nd down and 3, they're actually going to mark that one back about 1.5 yards.
Kind of an odd spot for that one.
Yeah, interesting spot. Of course, we're way up here, and when you kind of fall down with forward momentum, it's basically all where they rule that your knee or elbow or whatever it may be touch ground. So pistol formation, 1 receiver out on each end. Snap, hands it off to Rodman. He's going to bounce, cut back inside. Nice play there by the Bulldog defense.
Tried going to that same side as they did on first down. Didn't have near as much luck there, so now we're going to have a 3rd and short here coming up for the Comets. And you have to wonder if maybe they're, again, we saw them go for it a couple times on that first possession, see if they might go for it again here.
Yeah, and they got pretty good field position here. I'd like to think that more than likely this is going to be 4-down territory. I think the way this team is built, they look at it as if it's 4th and short and we can't get that yard, then we don't need possession of the ball anyway. Empty set here, Robin in motion, as he's going to keep it and just power forward there, but again, stuffed up the middle as that play's going nowhere.
Yeah, it looked like the timing may have been a little off there on the exchange. Might have taken off just a little bit before Rodman got there to try and fake out the defense.
So again, here's a kind of a moment of truth early in the game. We're going to be both teams about to be tested as it's 4th down and short, and you see the offense staying on the field, which I believe is the right call. This is what you like to do.
Absolutely. If you mentioned a big district game here, you want to set the tone early.
Shotgun formation. Loaded up on the left side of the offensive line, trying to get him to fake there with that count. Bounces out this time, falls down, and Minco plays it well. And that's a turnover on downs.
Ball carrier tripped up by Clayton Hughes. Ball's going to turn over on downs. The Bulldogs will take over.
Looked like there may have been a little confusion up there up front. I'm not quite sure which side moved first. I honestly couldn't tell, but just enough confusion up there to maybe cause a few missed assignments and just kind of blow that play up before it even started.
Yes, and I thought for a second we were going to see a flag either for a false start or somebody jump off sides. I was shocked. They might have had a few players out on the field that was a little surprised there too, and just did a good job there getting to the flats and covering that play up. So 6-0 your game so far, 3:17 in the first quarter, as Hinton Comets are all over that first play. So we're going backwards again.
Excellent job by Hunter Heldens, Valdespino making the play there, teaming up for a gang tackle to force a 2nd and long. That's a great job starting this drive off, especially after the last drive didn't end up quite as well as they were hoping.
And that's a name that you've already said 2 or 3 times, Alexis Valdespino. He's an important player, really pivotal to have success here on defense, and like to hear his name called a lot here early. Pistol formation, he's going to hand it straight up the gut, dives forward for a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 3rd down and long.
Not very often you see a player make a tackle while getting tackled himself, but that's a great job by Jake Wright to hang in there.
And if there's any player that's going to do that, Jake Wright's going to be your guy. They'll stay right there in that pistol formation. It's a 2x2. Look off to the sideline there, tries to get him to jump. You see those safeties kind of playing back just a little bit, 3rd and 8, a little deeper than they normally do. We'll see if they send the linebackers there. Nope, they'll pop him back. He's got a little time to throw. Can he find the man over the field? Clifton Craighead almost picks that one off on a little seam route up the middle, and they get the stop.
Craighead with a nice play there. You mentioned the safeties playing back there on 3rd down. He just stayed home, did a great job reading the play and just staying home, not falling for anything, and just making the play when he needed to.
Yes. And although he would like the turnover, I tell you what, he got the next best thing, a 3 and out. As they're going to bring the punt team out. And they've got nobody pinned back, so you'd have to imagine that they're banking on this one rolling out. As he punts that one, I tell you what, though, it's going to take a solid bounce in the Bulldogs' favor as they'll down that one at the 28-yard line. So
field position didn't really change all that much from where if he had converted the interception. Yeah. Didn't really change a whole heck of a lot with that punt. Maybe a difference of 5 yards-ish, something like that.
I think they just wanted to make me sound crazy up here in the booth, didn't they?
Yeah.
All right.
They knew what they were doing.
So 3 drives, or drive number 3 getting ready to start here for the Comets, right here on the 30-yard line. They had some success in their first drive. Got cut up a little bit short, turnover on downs that second drive, so looking to bounce back here as they've got him loaded up on the right side of the line, pistol formation. He's going to keep it. Thinks about throwing it, but decides to take matters into his own hands and just powers forward, and he's going to get about 5 on that one.
It looked like they were trying to run something for Craighead down on the far side of the field, but when he saw there wasn't anything there, he decided not to force it, make the smart play, and pick up a decent chunk of yards on first down.
Tell you what, since about 2 or 3 weeks ago, of course, Roderick Sowers had an injury, and Clifton Craighead's getting a little bit more snaps, and he made some great plays last week, and so you like to see him out there, and of course had a really clutch grab a drive or two ago, and he's doing a good job for the Comets. So 2nd down and 5 after the gain of 5 on the first play. Pistol formation. He's going to get this ball out quick. Finds Clifton Craighead, who dives forward and gets enough for the first. There's that man.
It was a great route by Craighead. He knew exactly where he needed to go, and he just hit the brakes right where he needed to and got just enough for the first down to keep the chains moving.
First down for the Comets.
Something I like seeing too is not only, if you're short of the sticks, can you get that momentum going forward to gain that first down, and he did a good job diving to get the extra yard or two there. So a new set of downs for the Comets. Loaded up on the right side of the line. Pistol formation, 1 receiver out. Snap. Hands it off. This time, that one's blown up on the middle there. A pair of Bulldogs in on the stuff.
Right on the carry, he's taken down by Molinax.
Not a whole heck of a lot going there for the Comets on that one.
Yeah, as they try to get that one to Jake Wright. No doing there. 2nd down and a little more than 10, we'll put it that way. It's 23 seconds here in the first. We'll see if they let this one wind out. So they got 20 seconds left on the play clock, 17 on the game. It's almost just about even. So I think they're going to let this one run out.
Yeah, it looks like we got about 1 second difference. Looks like they're going to just take what they have and move on to the second quarter.
That'll be the end of the
All
first
right,
quarter.
into the first quarter, your Comets getting off to the early lead here, 6-0. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back for the start of the second quarter right here on HintonComets.tv.
At 7 p.m.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
All right, I want to welcome you back here. Start of the second quarter. Comets get on the board first, leading 6-0. As it's been a good effort so far from both teams as defense kind of stepped up. Minco had a turnover on downs. Comets have made some good stops. Almost had a turnover by Clifton Craighead the last time around. He's going to roll right here. Lets it fly. We'll see if he can make a play on it. Does he? They're going to release out the reception. Awesome catch there. Trevor Rodman, man.
What a catch. That was good coverage by the Minco defender there, but he did a great job of tracking the ball and getting his foot down in bounds. Heck of a play.
That may be one of the best snags from Trevor all season long. That's right along the boundary. That's a good throw, too, by Levi Taylor, but a great snag. the Comets get that big chunk play that they're looking for on offense. You know, they are a run-first offense, but you need that to kind of make the defense, keep them honest. And that's a good way to do it right there, is they gain a chunk of yards on that first down. So a new set of downs. Snap is he's going to look throw again. He lets it fly. They like that mismatch there. Oh, leaps out there for Braden Strong. Fingertips on it, almost makes the snag.
Well, like you said, after establishing the run in the first quarter, they've come out slinging here in the second. Man, just half a step more, and that would have set them up with first and goal. Man, they had him right there.
And that's one of their signature plays too. The go route with Braden Strong. They're going to guarantee you run that a couple times a game because they like the athleticism and the speed of Braden Strong, and it's open. I mean, he has had a fantastic season. It's there. So you can't blame him for going for it. As Rodman in motion here, as he's going to keep it. Rolls out to the right side. Has blocks, too. Good job. Graydon Deviney laid a nice block. And he'll be down a gain of about 6 on that one.
Taylor on the keeper. Take it down by Hughes.
And that play helps you a lot because that gets you in third a lot more manageable, right? You want to be in those 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 as opposed to 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, as that can keep the playbook a little bit more open. It doesn't make you one-dimensional there.
Especially around this area of the field, because you're probably going to be in 4-down territory here because you're outside of field goal range, so probably going to help you have at least 2 plays ready to go.
Absolutely. Interesting here, empty set, maybe a QB keeper. Yeah, and that's exactly what he's going to do. I tell you what, Minco does a great job in the trenches there, blowing that one up again. It'll be 4th down and about 4.
Yeah, they don't really fall for much of the window dressing there. They're very disciplined on the edge right now.
I tell you what, that's a play. You got to give props to Minco because that's been our signature play. That sort of QB keeper there, and especially running off to that right side. They've done a good job so far. They've kind of kept that play in check as we got 10-11 right here in the second quarter. Comets still leading 6-0, 4-down territory, 4th down and 3. Still an empty set again. I'd watch for the QB keeper or the QB lead. Oh, he's going to throw it this time. A slant pattern to Braden Strong. Is he going to have enough? Strong's the last name. Strong's the game. Uses that strength. Gets the extra yardage that he needs, and it's enough for a Comet first down.
And that was a heck of an effort by Strong there. When he came back, he had to come back and get to the ball so the defender didn't take it away. So when he first caught it, he didn't know if he was going to quite have enough, but he did a great job fighting for extra yards, especially through the additional defenders who came in to finish the play.
So that ball's sitting on the mark down to the 25-yard line. Big conversion there for the Comets as they'll keep this drive extended, 9:45. Winning that time of possession, something the Comets like to do too, is Craighead's in motion. A little bit of a high snap there, short up, hands it off, rolling up the right side, Jake Wright. For a gain of about 2 on the first down.
He did a good job making the most out of that one because that one very easily could have been a loss of 2 there.
It seems like those plays to the boundary, whether it be the QB lead or just that, like those handoffs there, Minco's done a pretty good job of playing that thus far.
Yeah, they've been very disciplined out there on the defensive front right now. Just like we mentioned, not kind of falling for any of the window dressing, just staying focused on the ball and tracking it and making it very hard for the Comets to move the ball so far.
2nd down and 8. Shotgun formation. Wing on the left side, Jake Rice, he'll follow the block there. As I tell you what, there's a swarm of Bulldogs living in the backfield on that one. That play's going nowhere.
And one thing that we hadn't quite mentioned, we've mentioned that Minco's doing a very good job staying disciplined on these plays, but they also, seems like every play they have, where they make a good stop, they've got about 5 or 6 guys around the ball ready to finish the play off.
Yes. Yeah, so sort of a swarm of Bulldogs at times. Which the Comets do a lot. He's a hallmark of a good defense right there.
We've seen great tackling on both sides and great rallying of the ball on both sides so far.
So again, another 3rd down. As you said, more than likely 4-down territory, especially at this part of the field. Points are the name of the game here, and touchdowns is what they want to score. You want to be putting 6 on the board. So we're going to get a timeout here taken.
Timeout, Comets.
So we'll take a timeout as well right here on HitComets.tv.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nixon, Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
All right, coming back out of the timeout here is the Hinton Comets took their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. Bulldogs have 3 timeouts remaining. 8 minutes here in the second quarter. Comets leading 6-0. Third down and about 8. And as we said, more than likely 4-down territory. I'd be interested to see here, if they don't run the ball, look at Braden Strong on the right side lined out there. Got Clifton Craighead. 1 receiver out on each end, but tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised to see him test Braden Strong again. And that's exactly where they go. What a route. Braden Strong, and then makes his man miss, cuts back inside and down at the 7-yard line. Oh, I don't like being Houdini, but that was fun.
Yeah, you alluded to it. He was all alone out on the right side, and they'd run that play quite a few times on third down so far, some variation of it, and once again, it works like a charm.
Yes, and I tell you what a nice cut there on that route.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the best routes I've seen Braden Strong run all season. Then he kind of takes his arm, just shimmies him on by. 7:45 here as the Comets in the red zone, trying to put more points on the board. Shotgun formation, 1 receiver out on each end. He's going to look for the pass. Decides to roll it as the ball's popped out. He had to fall back on it. And that was a really, really close one there. Kind of lost possession of the ball, was able to regain possession. That was almost a costly turnover.
Taylor with the stop.
Yeah, that one didn't have very much going for it from the start. Minco kind of saw the writing on the wall there, but they're lucky to keep possession there. They still have a chance for points, too.
Yes, and right here, exactly. I mean, you never want to turn the ball over, but especially not down on this end of the field when you got a chance for points. So 2nd down and goal. Empty set. Rodman in motion. He's going to hand it to him and see if he'll set up blocks or not. And really no blocks setting up that time. Great wrap up by number 33.
Kind of saw two Comets kind of going for one defender, and another Bulldog came flying into the picture unblocked, and he just did a great job wrapping him up to force 3rd and long.
That's it. You called it. I was waiting to see if those blocks were going to set up, and like you said, it looked like maybe 2 blockers chasing 1 defender, and then number 33 just comes swooping in. And really did a great job making the tackle and finishing there. So 3rd down and goal, but it's a long 3rd down and goal for the Comets here. We got 6:17 remaining in the quarter. Be interesting to see what happens here as we may get another timeout taken here. And we'll stay right here live on HintComets.tv. So while we take the quick break here, one of the things I want to thinking about in this situation, so you're 3rd down and goal, but it's a long 3rd down and goal, so just kind of thinking of what the coaches might be thinking. Is this a situation where perhaps you try to cut the field in half and then go for the touchdown perhaps on 4th down, or do you try to get it all in one play? Be interesting to see how they take this approach.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, they might try and just get as much as they can, make a 4th down more manageable, and also they may, depending on how many yards they get here, they might just try and set up an easier field goal attempt if they're still 14, 15 yards out.
Yes.
Just trying to optimize your field position here and make it a 2-score game.
Yes. Of course, I've always thought for defenses, and I'm not a football player or coach, but I've always thought for defenses, the short field is easier for DBs to play. This is where it gets tough to score, and this is why they always, the good quarterbacks and the pros get paid for what you do inside the 20s.
Absolutely, much more condensed field, less room to work, less room for mistakes too.
Yes. Absolutely, shorter window for mistakes. So 3rd down and goal, shotgun set. Again, Braden Strong lined out wide, Clifton Craighead, Rodman in motion as he's going to let it fly. Intended for Jack Brookshire up the middle, in the end zone for a touchdown. Beautiful play, beautiful catch.
Took the words right out of my mouth. What a play call there. We've mentioned Minco had been very sound on defense, not falling for any of the play fakes, but that one they ran it to perfection and got the matchup thing and got a guy one-on-one right in the middle of the field and with a great pass in the middle of the field.
Yes, and of course the senior Jack Brookshire. And, they've run that a couple of times this season. I love it. I love a good play over the middle. Tell you what, a good seam route, and Jack Brookshire, he's got good hands. Of course, linebacker is his top position, but I tell you what, he can be a receiving threat for this team, for this offense. He shows it right there and gets the second touchdown of the evening. And the point attempt is no good. But the good news is the Comets up to a 12-0 lead. We'll be right back here in just a moment on HintonComets.tv.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for...
All right, Comets, following the touchdown reception to Jack Brookshire, take a 12-0 lead. Kicking back, and now it's going to be fielded by number 33, who has to bounce out as Jake Wright gets in there, tries to lay it down. Trevor Rodman's going to save it, and Wright back in there on the assisted tackle. And we'll start this one at about the 34-yard line. As we got 5:55 remaining in the second quarter, and your Comets up on a 12-0 lead.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge possession here. We've got just under 6 minutes left in the second quarter, just before halftime. This is Minco. They're going to try and get back to a one-score game, and Hinton, on the other hand, they've got a great chance here to really put the clamps down and get some separation before the half.
Yes, and that's probably one of the things they'd like to do a little bit better. They've usually the team that gets off to the slower start and then kind of picks up progression. This time they're working with a 2-score lead, so. Important drive, as you said, for the Bulldogs. First down, going to hand it up the right side. And that one there, stuffed up. Levi Taylor gets his man down, and it's a no-gainer on first down.
Taylor did a good job of slowing him up there. He was all alone on that one, and he did a great job. Held his own, and then held him up for Valdespino to finish the job.
Yeah, see, right there at the end, you talk about holding him up. He was kind of on the ground, but he didn't let him go and gave enough time for help to get there. And that's a good play defensively on first down. So, these kind of stops here, especially when they're running the ball, 5:23, that's not a lot of time. I mean, they have their timeouts, but that's a big win for the defense. When they run the ball, it's a pretty big win right now. And just to get that stop is even a bigger one. Pistol formation. 2 receivers out on the left side. It's another handoff up the middle. Not much going there. Maybe a gain of 3 on the second down play.
It's a good job by Brookshire. He run that back for Minco. He's pretty good size, but Brookshire did a good job of holding on, keeping him limited on what kind of gain he can get. It's going to force him into about 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, and good chance here to get off the field again.
Absolutely, 3rd down and long, and right now early candidate for player of the game as be Jack Brookshire, Valdespino, Brookshire, Lytle. Hearing all the names of the guys that you want to hear. Those are your playmakers, and so far they're making plays in this big district matchup. 3rd down and 7. As they're going to look to pull here. And again, that one's picked off. Clifton Craighead goes up and gets it. 30 to the 20. Can't anybody stop him? He's got blocks. Cuts back inside. Down at the 3-yard line. And the Comets defense gets another turnover.
Boy, I thought he was just about to bring it to the house. He just had one more guy to beat. But what a play there. That was an incredible play by Craighead.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he's been a really good weapon on offense, and he almost had a turnover earlier in the game. We talked about that. That was right at about the 35-yard line, and this time gets what I would think is the tougher turnover because he had to kind of go up and get the ball. He almost high points it, almost receiver style, and again, does a really good job there at the end, letting his block set up and just about gets that one in.
And we're mentioning there it was a big possession for Minco, but now it's a huge chance for Hinton to get get the lead even bigger before the half.
Yeah, so you're staring on the barrel of a potentially three-score game here. Up the left side, nothing going there as the Bulldogs plug it up. Second down and goal. 4:08 remaining in the second quarter.
Now you wonder if you may see the Comets try and bleed a little clock here, or maybe force Minco to use some of their timeouts just kind of put the clamps on them a little bit before the half.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, they still got all 3 of their timeouts. Comets like to win the time possession, as they are definitely letting a little of this 40-second clock chew up some time. Pistol formation, everyone on the line of scrimmage basically. Hands it off, up the right side, tries to evade a man as there's 2 more to fill the gap. And again, not much going there on second down.
Looks like Minco's kind of stacking the box there right at the middle, just trying to force Hinton to do something a little bit different there, but we'll see if they maybe go a little bit different here. We saw them do a last possession, go on third down, go through the air, do something, switch things up a little bit, and work like a charm. We'll see what they can do here with a little bit less field to work with, a little bit smaller margin for error, though.
Yes, as you said, that when they did that, when they bring everyone down, that's when you go over the top like they did up the middle last time. So, be interesting to see as they got DBs playing back this time, and number 10 swarms in there as that one's well defended by the Bulldogs. That'll bring a 4th down and goal. 2:42, and again, if you're the Comets, have to believe with a 2-score lead, you're going to keep your offense out there and more than likely go for this on 4th down. It's a big moment for the Bulldogs here, trailing by 2 scores. As the Comets have a chance to really blow this one open, and the Bulldogs have a chance to try to fight and stay in this one. We'll see who wins. Ball on about the 2-yard line, 4th down and goal. We're going to get a timeout here taken. Maybe timeout taken by the Comets, so they'll take their 3rd and final timeout of the first half.
No, timeout Bulldogs.
Probably a good call. Maybe think things over a little bit. This is probably gonna be the last offensive possession you have here in the first half. So probably not a bad idea to get that timeout called. Draw something up here, get a little creative with it.
Yeah,
just see what you can come up with here, especially with such a big play coming up.
Yes, and like we always say, week in and week out, you can't take those timeouts with you in the locker room. So why not use them? And as you just alluded to, this is your likely last play offensively the first half. Why not take your time out here? You're not going to be stopping a clock for the opposing offense when they get one more drive. So there's no reason to take that one in the locker room with you. Good use of the time out here to kind of talk some things over. Make sure everyone's on the same page for what goes on for this 4th down and goal play. So if you're just joining us here, Comets up 12-0, 2:14 remaining in the first half, trying to make this a 3-score game, as it's been all Comets so far in the first half. All right, 4th down and goal. They're all loaded along the line of scrimmage. As he'll get under center there, and he just jive forward. But it looks like the Bulldogs won the battle at the line of scrimmage, and they're going to be short. It's another turnover on downs.
We saw him run that play on, I believe it was the first possession of the game. And it worked then. Didn't have quite so much luck this time. However, you will say, it's disappointing they weren't able to get points here, but now we got 2:10 left here in the first half, and Minco's they haven't had any success really on offense so far today, and they've got to go 99 yards.
Yes, they got to go 99 yards.
In 2 minutes.
And the ball's on the 1-yard line, and I'll tell you what, if I'm the defense, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm sending the dogs.
Absolutely. We've seen them be a little bit erratic whenever they drop back to pass. So
yes,
I'd force them to prove that they can do something through the air, and if not, just pin your ears back and see what you can do.
Absolutely, and again, no pun intended there. Send the dogs after the dogs, but first down, ball on the 1-yard line, and a flag, and you're starting to see it right there. False start on the offense. As again, you're not really going anywhere on the 1-yard line, but that shows you how they're feeling here with the ball on the 1-yard line.
We saw Jake Wright kind of play that mind game with them. It looked like he just did a good job of kind of moving up towards the line, getting the offensive lineman to jump. I know you can't move very far back here at this point, but every little bit will help.
First down plays. They're going to run it up here, up the middle, as he makes one-man miss, and I tell you what, had some open field. Good job finishing that. It looks like that was maybe Jack Brookshire in on that tackle. It was. And I tell you what, that's a good save from a tackle there for Jack Brookshire, because if he doesn't make that, he's got some open field.
Yeah, if he doesn't finish that tackle, he might still be running.
Minute 47. Going to run the next play here quickly. Bounces out again. Kind of opens a hole himself, as that's another good gain. About down to the 24-yard line. Need a timeout taken by the Okay, so going to get another timeout here taken. Maybe we had a little mistake there. The scoreboard was showing a minute ago that they had one timeout, and that was their final one. But I tell you what, they tacked one back up there, so that's their third and final timeout. So got that short up here. Minco's got 2 timeouts remaining with a minute 41. Comets just using their last timeout, as they're going to kind of shore some things up. As a couple of big chunk plays there on the ground for Minco.
Yeah, Minco hadn't had a whole lot going so far in the first half, but they're doing a good job here, trying to make something out of nothing here at the end of the half, trying to put something together here and kind of tighten the score before the half. But the Comets, like we said, they've been doing a good job on defense so far, so we'll see if they can tighten it up here and put the clamps on them before the half's over.
And that's something you don't want to see. The first half, they've dominated. You wouldn't like to see them get a score right here before halftime, kind of swing some momentum back in their favor. It's a 2-score game. Certainly, Bulldogs certainly not out of it. He's going to pull it here, roll out to the right side, lets it fly. It's going to be any man's ball there as Trevor Rodman gets a hand on a great play defensively there.
Pass is clear for Mullinax, ball's incomplete. Brings up second down.
And yet again, we see the Minco quarterback kind of overthrowing his man there. It seems like that's been happening more often than not when they put it in the air. So we'll see if they keep doing that, or if they kind of stick with the ground game that's kind of worked with them so far this drive.
Yeah, and that's one of the things pregame that we were discussing with the coaching staff. They were pretty high on this quarterback, and tell you what, he's a good quarterback, but so far he's just struggled a little bit. As he's going to power forward there, knocks Hunter Helms down. Clifton Craighead comes in at the end to save the play, and that's another big gain on the ground for the Bulldogs.
First down for the Bulldogs.
You can hear the home crowd kind of starting to make some noise here as they're trying to get a little momentum going for the Bulldogs. They're going to run up tempo here. Snap, and then bobbles it there. He's just going to have to save this one. Nothing doing on that. Ryan Lytle blows that one up.
And we got a late flag coming in.
That was
down here close to the Minco sideline.
Lytle on the tackle.
And so showing it's on the Bulldogs.
On the carry, there's a penalty marker.
And we looked down and saw the flag come flying in. Braden Strong was on his back. So I may have had some late action there.
Hey, those are offsetting penalties, yep. Some interesting choice of words there. You know what, we're way up here, but we can still hear all the chatter going on down on the field and in the home stands. We had to take a moment just to listen to that. That was entertaining. So those penalties offset, minute 14. Comets still leading 12-0. A little bit of success here on this drive on the ground for the Bulldogs. Pistol formation, snap. He's going to let it fly this time. Oh, thought that was going to be picked off. Jake Wright.
And we've got more action down here on this sideline. Same 2 players. Looks like the same receiver that went after Strong the first time. Looks like we got some more action here.
Yeah, and I tell you what, it looked like a slant pattern there on the right side of the field. He was open. I mean, he had space if they could get that ball out in time. And another offsetting penalties. 2 plays, 4 penalties, all offsetting.
No yards.
All right, so we'll update you here. 3rd down. Fans letting them know what they think of that call. Wouldn't be Friday Night Football without that.
Just completes the experience.
It does. It's all about the experience. Gonna let it fly. This time gets it out. Intended for number 33, who leaps up, tries to make the catch. Clifton Craighead headhunting at the end there coming in. I tell you what, if he made that catch, Clifton Craighead was going to make him pay for that.
Absolutely.
Brings up fourth down.
And that's a good thing. That's, not to be a negative saying headhunting, not a negative thing. Wasn't leading with the helmet or anything.
No, not at all.
But was ready to lower the boom if he made that catch.
Yeah, he was definitely prepared to separate him from the ball, that's for sure.
That's well played by the Comet defense there. As again, really no success in the first half in the passing attack by the Bulldogs. Very one-dimensional. They've had a little bit of success running the ball, but the passing attack has really hurt them here. It's been no do. It's going to punt that one pretty clean. We'll see if it takes a Bulldog bounce. It takes a Comet bounce and a roll, so they'll down it at about the 32-yard line. I have to believe here with 55 seconds remaining, more than likely going to let the clock run out.
Yeah, it was a good job by the Comet defense to stiffen up there at the end of that drive. We mentioned they got a few first downs, especially when they were pinned back deep. They had a little bit of momentum there, but a great job by the Comet defense to tighten the screws on them and force them into a punt.
Yes. So 55 seconds remaining. Of course, Comets have no timeouts remaining, and I think they'd like to avoid making a turnover here, making a mistake. You got a 2-score lead. Things have gone your way. It's been all Comets here in the first half. Why do anything to swing momentum and make a mistake here? More than likely, you just hand the ball off, or you do the old play to get, or maybe take a knee here. Yeah, they're going to take a knee. They're going to be as safe as possible. They're going to do the old, what is that? You wearing the Cowboy shirt tonight? What do they call that play?
The old victory formation?
Yeah, the old victory formation, right?
A little early to call it that, though.
Yep.
Don't want to jinx anybody.
The old knee.
Don't want to jinx anybody.
Clock at 30 seconds. Again, they're just going to eat up as much of the play clock as they can. Take another knee, and we'll go into the tunnel with a 2-score lead. There we go. Landry formation is what I really want to call it. Not the victory kneel, the Landry formation. Yeah, I couldn't think of Tom Landry. That was not coming to my head. Yeah, the Landry formation.
I was drawing a blank, too.
The Landry shift. There we go. Yep. All right, so first half, all Comets. They're going to let this one run out, leading 12-zip. We're going to take a little break, and we'll do a little pregame before we come back to the second half, or actually, how about a first half recap? We're going to do that, and then we'll be back. So, guys, go to the fridge, go get you some food, take a bathroom break. About 15 minutes, we will be right back for our first half recap and the start of the second half right here on HintonComets.tv.
Your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally, you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
The industry.
Christianity is about walking by faith, living with hope, and sharing our love. And the greatest of these is love. We love God, our neighbors, and one another, and we would be delighted for you to come share the love of God with us at the Hinton Church of Christ, 307 South Spencer in Hinton, Oklahoma. Join us on Sundays for Bible classes for all ages at 9 a.m., worship at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., and midweek Bible study on Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally, you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
The industry.
Christianity is about walking by faith, living with hope, and sharing our love. And the greatest of these is love. We love God, our neighbors, and one another, and we would be delighted for you to come share the love of God with us at the Hinton Church of Christ, 307 South Spencer in Hinton, Oklahoma. Join us on Sundays for Bible classes for all ages at 9 a.m., worship at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., and midweek Bible study on Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere. On any device. Perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
The industry.
Christianity is about walking by faith, living with hope, and sharing our love. And the greatest of these is love. We love God, our neighbors, and one another, and we would be delighted for you to come share the love of God with us at the Hinton Church of Christ, 307 South Spencer in Hinton, Oklahoma. Join us on Sundays for Bible classes for all ages at 9 a.m., worship at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., and midweek Bible study on Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
The industry.
Christianity is about walking by faith, living with hope, and sharing our love. And the greatest of these is love. We love God, our neighbors, and one another, and we would be delighted for you to come share the love of God with us at the Hinton Church of Christ, 307 South Spencer in Hinton, Oklahoma. Join us on Sundays for Bible classes for all ages at 9 a.m., worship at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., and midweek Bible study on Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere. On any device. Perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally, you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there was more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money.
All right, I want to welcome you guys back. Coming out of the halftime here, ready to start the second half. Up here with Zach Friesen, Nice to have someone up here else on the mic. It's been a good first half. It's been all comments here in the first half, leading 12-zip. So for the Bulldogs defensively, they have gotten a couple of turnover on downs, and that's really saved them from allowing the Comets to blow this one open, as it's been mostly Comets. They've had some success on the ground running the ball, but nothing going in the passing attack as the Comets have been all over it. They've played it well. As far as the Bulldogs defensively, run defense has been pretty good. Comets have had some opportunities, taking advantage of it. And you just like to see more of that in the second half?
Yeah, like you mentioned, it's just been a couple of fourth down stops from Minco have really been what's kept them in this game, because otherwise it's been all Hinton so far.
So we'll get ready to get it off, as that's very interesting. They're on side. This time Williams forward. I think he has it, too.
He's got it.
Wow. That formation might be the most interesting onside formation I have seen. I'm shocked that's legal.
To be quite honest, I was kind of curious when they just kept standing there, just kind of turn a little bit. I was a little curious, but I didn't think they'd actually go through with it. But wow. And that's one way to get some momentum.
Absolutely. What a way to get momentum there. Well executed. I learned something new. You think as many million of hours of football as we've watched, as many games, I learned something new right there. I did not know you could approach it like that. I've seen different formations there on onside attempts. That one's a new one for me.
Yeah, and it was like you said, it was a perfect kick, perfect execution.
Be interesting to see. Okay, they're going to hand it off here and just go to their ground game as he follows his block and gets a solid gain on the first down, about 3.
Molinex on the carries, brought down by Gonzalez. Made about 3 on the play.
You know, was wondering there, you get the momentum, do you take a deep shot first down? They didn't. They went to the run game, which has been where they've had success offensively, as they go right back there. This time, no doing, Clifton Craighead.
What a play by Craighead. That was incredible coming off the edge.
I tell you what, Clifton Craighead has done it all tonight. He's played DB, he's played safety.
Broken up a couple passes, even came down with one and took it down into the red zone. Made a couple catches out wide. He's done a great game so far.
So third down here quickly, and just like that, they're going to follow here. Number 10 lays a block, bounces outside. He's going to have enough for the first, and he slows down, making that cut. I bet the coaches would like to have seen him just run straight to the boundary.
Yeah, he had the. I don't know. I won't go as far as say he had the edge, but he had plenty of momentum. He was probably going to make it, but I think he's going to come up short here.
Yeah, and like you said, momentum. He had the speed, built the momentum. More than likely, he was going to have enough for the first.
Yeah, he just killed his own momentum there. So another huge chance for Hinton to get off the field.
Oh, and they get him to jump off sides. And it's on the offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty, so it'll be a fresh set of downs. You know, something we didn't mention the first half. I almost alluded to it, but I didn't, because you never want to jinx our boys. But you know, penalties have been an issue in weeks past, and they've really stayed out of trouble as far as penalties so far tonight. So
yeah, they've played a very clean game so far. I think that's I think that may have been the first accepted penalty against Hinton tonight.
Yes. Yeah, we had the whole battle of the offsets earlier in the second quarter. So Craighead there gets a couple yards, Craighead makes a tackle as they only get a couple of yards there on the first down play, staring down at 2nd down and 8 as they continue to go to the well there on the ground game. They know they struggled in the first half passing the ball, and they're going to lean on what they do best here, pistol formation. He's got to follow his blocks, kicks out to the left side, out of bounds, and it's going to be
he's still going.
And he makes it all the way to the end zone there. Tell you what, he bounced out the left side. Once he gets to the boundary, we couldn't see what was going on there.
Saw he had a good block from his running back that sprung him for a few extra yards. But yeah, like you mentioned, it got kind of out of our line of sight whenever he kind of made his move to get into the end zone. But they had a good push there, so good play for Minco, and now they're back within striking distance.
Yes, they're back within striking distance. As the point after is no good. So again, 3-point after attempts between the two teams, it was a 2-point conversion earlier in the first half, but so far, no doing on the point after attempts. It's been 6 for both teams every possession, on every scoring possession, and it's a 1-score game now.
Yeah, that was, we mentioned earlier how Hinton had all the momentum going on. That was a big drive for Minco there, coming out, like you mentioned, with the onside kick to just try and get any sort of momentum they could get there, and then just finishing that drive off with a big run. So now it's a big chance for Hinton to come back with a response.
And you have to give credit to the speed of the back there, too, to turn the corner. That's something that we always brag on guys like Jake Wright and especially Trevor Rodman, is they've got that speed to turn the corner, hit the edge, and well, he really found a second gear there. Of course, I wish I'd been able to see him, but we're up here with we got a lot of people up here at the top of the press box. When they are on the boundary on this side, the near side, can't really see what was going on there, although fans at home might have a better vantage point watching from the lens of the camera, but kind of lost him there. And unfortunately, by the time we found him, he was in the end zone.
Yep.
All right.
So we all have to kind of pay attention here.
Yes. Yeah, it's capitalized. You'd almost forget that one started with an onside kick to start the second half. And so they'll line up in the regular kickoff formation. We'll see if they squib it or put a boot to it. And they're going to put a boot to it. So he's going to field this one from about the 20-yard line, run this out, see if he follows a block. Braden Strong lays a block as he had one man to beat in some open space.
It's a good return there for Rodman up to around the 39-40-yard line, so that's going to be a good opportunity for Hinton to come up with a response here. Great field position to start this drive.
Absolutely, and the first drive offensively in the second half here, as the Comets finally get the ball, and again, they've had a lot of success. They had a touchdown pass to Jack Brookshire. They've run the ball with success. We'll see if they can keep that going here in the second half. It's pistol formation, one receiver out on each end. Craighead and Strong, he's going to hand it to Rodman. Rodman bounces out. He shows a little bit of speed and power himself. He'll gain about 4 on the play.
Good job getting to the edge. He broke a tackle or two before he finally got tripped up. That's a good job to get a little edge over there and just get a few yards, set up a good second down.
And if you're the Comets, they didn't really have a lot of plays, negative plays in the first half. You want to keep that momentum going forward, have positive plays. You want a second and 6 is much better than a 2nd and 11, and they did a good job of just moving forward with each play, even if it's not a big chunk play. So one receiver out on each end, they'll stay in that pistol formation as he gets us out. Clifton Craighead is going to use that momentum, trucks a dude down, another one, makes another man miss, takes 3 men to bring him down as number 11 finally finishes the tackle, but enough for a first down.
Hey, saw first couple defenders just try and throw their bodies at Craighead, but he's just too good to just be taken down just from a simple shoulder. He just brushes both of them off and picks up a huge gain after the catch.
And it feels like it's been the Clifton Craighead game so far. I tell you, he's had one heck of a game, making plays just about anywhere and everywhere. And they needed that one, as this is a one-score game here. Need to swing momentum back in your favor. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers out to the left. Rodman in the backfield is this time number 70 is all over that one. Gets a big stop in the backfield.
Yeah, that one got blown up from the very beginning. A big play for number 70 there. That was a tough break for the Comets. Now they're gonna have to try and make up a little ground here on second down.
And so one-score game here, 8:22 for those just joining us. Comets leading by 6, 8:20 in the quarter. Again, you have to wonder, do they run the ball here, try to get themselves in third and a little bit more manageable? You're sitting at about 2nd and 15 right now. Shotgun formation, he's going to roll out right, looks to pass. Braden Strong is open. Can he get him? He extends out, tries to make the catch, but no doing. Incomplete.
Pass and Jennifer Strong falls incomplete, brings up 3rd down for the
That's a good play call there for the Comets. Graydon DeVinny had a big block to give. Levi Taylor a little bit more time and just let him just a little too much.
Yeah, it's another solid out route, sort of an out route there, run by Strong, and that was close. Just missed. Again, 3rd and 15. This is not something the Comets have been in a lot. Hardly saw this the first half. 3rd down and long. Who's going to be the man to make the play again? If I could draw a yellow circle on the screen, I would, right at that Braden Strong. As he's going to look back to pass, lets it fly. This time on the far side, can Clifton Craighead make a catch? And it's intercepted by number 18. Or excuse me, number 12. Or nope, excuse me, one more time, number 18. Yep, had it right the first time. Number 18 comes up with the interception there as it's kind of a jump ball.
Yeah, we'd seen him run that play a couple times in the first half, and Hinton came down with it both times. We saw it in the first half, but that one just didn't quite go their way. So now Minco has a chance to get back, tie the ball game here. But the one positive is it was deep enough. It was kind of a I know it was a 3rd down instead of a 4th down, but it was kind of treated as a punt itself.
Yeah.
But never like to give up possession of the ball, but at least it kind of forced them to have to put a big drive together.
Yes, it almost effectively worked as a punt. As first down here, he's going to roll out to the right side, follow his blocks. Not really setting up so far, but kind of by his patience. Number 10 lays a good block as he stays on the sideline, keeps his feet in bounds. They'll say he's out at about the 39-yard line. As we got to calm it down. It's quick to get up, Clifton Craighead. And again, not a player you want to see getting hurt as he's kind of off and walking under his own power, but limping just a little bit. After going down at the end of the play, we're going to take a timeout here. Comets taking their first timeout of the second half as they're going to shore some things up as the ground game was working a little bit right before the end of the first half, and they've just carried that right on into the third quarter.
Yeah, like you mentioned, we saw for a vast majority of the first half, Hinton had Minco bottled up for pretty much anything they were trying to do. But yeah, right at the end of the first half, they got a little bit going on the ground before their drive stalled, but they've really come out just firing on all cylinders so far. Yeah, and interesting, their touchdown play and that previous play bouncing out to the left side of the field. They've seen it. They're wanting to stretch the field here on the left side, kind of stretch it horizontally and kind of follow those blocks and try to get open space, and that play's working. And both of them have been with their quarterback running the ball, and their running back actually coming out as basically a lead blocker. He's done a great job in that role these last couple drives, so I want to keep an eye on that, see if maybe they keep going to that. Yeah, and I think they've understood, especially after halftime, that if they're going to come back and try to win this game, that's the kind of football they're going to have to play. Pistol formation, one receiver out on each end. First down. He's going to flip it here. Will he throw it? He looks to throw, and he does. Has a man open. This time 22 is going to get in and lay a block. Will he follow his block? Cuts back inside. It's Jake Wright. Gets a tackle and another big first down for the Bulldogs.
Clayton Hughes with the pass to McMurtry.
Almost looked like a reverse there, a reverse pass.
Yep, we definitely reached into the bag of tricks there with that one. It worked to perfection there for the Bulldogs. We'll have to see if the Comets can kind of pull themselves together here.
And again, up-tempo here, running quickly, powering forward. Jack Brookshire finishes, or excuse me, Trevor Rodman. No, Jack Brookshire. I got to start trusting myself on that first call. Jack Brookshire finishes the tackle there.
We've seen Brookshire. Yeah, we've seen Brookshire in on a lot of tackles today. He's had a good game so far. We'll see if he can just keep it going here and help the defense come up with a big stop here.
So second down and 7. Again, they're running up-tempo of 7:04. They're starting to feel this momentum and capitalize on it. Hands it off, running that left side again, has a big hole, trucks a man down, Levi Taylor. And it's another big gain. They have time on second down and 7.
Olenac picks up the first down for the Bulldogs.
Emilio Gonzalez finally able to bring him down there at the end of that play, but definitely see the Bulldogs getting a little momentum here. The Comets look a little tired right now. Look like they need a little help here to pull it together here and kind of cap this drive and come up with a stop here. Yeah, and again, the attrition of the Comets is very good. Don't want to speak too negatively on it, but you see hands on hips a lot of times. They're either frustrated or starting to get a little worn down by this ground and pound game by the Bulldogs. This formation, 11 in motion. This time hands it to the back, who cuts in and up the middle. He's going to get another solid gain. Make that about 6 on first down. Yeah, this is something we didn't see a lot of here in the first half. The Comets, whenever they'd make a tackle, they would stick them where they were and force them backwards. And now they're Bulldogs having a little bit more luck, kind of falling forward on each of these plays. Just having a little bit more luck and a little bit more burst coming out of them. 6:08 remaining here in the third quarter. Second down and 4 as they try to get him to jump. Comets not falling for it. He'll signal back to the line. Checks his back, snap. He's going to follow the blocks again, this time to the left side. And this time it's going nowhere. Tackle made there by Jake Wright. That was a heck of a play by Wright to just break through the line. He had a lot of blockers in front of him, but he did a great job fighting his way through and bringing him down. And it was a great solo tackle, too. That quarterback's been tough to bring down here in the second half. That was a great job. Absolutely. He's been very difficult to take down. The Comets needed that. So they're going to go right back to that left side. Bounces out. Can they finish it to the ground? Not much doing on that play. Again, getting to the boundary, getting hard to see. Again, a good job. This time it was Hunter Helms coming in on the edge and forcing him out of bounds. So now we got to got a 4th down here. Looks like about 4th and 3 here. We'll see what Minco decides to do. It's a big chance for Hinton to get off the field here and get a big stop.
Yeah, and it looks like they're keeping the offense out on the field again. It's a 1-score game. Can't really blame them. Going to stay in that pistol formation. I'd look to that left side again where they've gone to the well basically for the entirety of the second half. He's going to keep it this time. Bounces to the right side. Cuts back inside. It's well played by the Comet defense. Turnover on downs.
And the ball
looks like it was Valdespino again. We called his name quite a bit in the first half, and that was a big stop for the Comets there. What a play.
And again, 4th down, we've seen 3 or 4 turnover on downs. 2 from the Bulldogs in the first half. That time, Comets stand up and get their turnover on downs. That's exactly what they needed. It's been all Bulldog here so far in the second half, and momentum was really in their favor. And that's how you get it. Turn it to turnover, get a turnover on downs. That's how you start swinging this game right back in your favor.
And now they have a chance to really put a drive together like they did in the first half. We saw just several drives. Even if they weren't able to quite finish them, they were able to go on prolonged drives and keep that Minco defense on the field.
Looks to pass here, intended for Braden Strong. Through the hands, incomplete.
Pass intended for Strong was incomplete.
Nice play call there. Just couldn't quite come down with it. Nice little chance there. They've had a few chances here through the air. We'll see if they can keep going to it. It's been open for them so far today.
And that's what I like too, the determination that even if you're not making the catches right now, go back to it.
Yeah.
If it's open, go to it. Eventually the success will come.
Especially when we've seen guys like Braden Strong be making plays so far tonight. He's had a great game so far. We definitely want to see them keep going to him, keep showing that confidence.
2nd down and 10. Rodman in motion. This time Taylor goes off to the left side, or the right side, excuse me. Not much doing there. A gain of maybe 2. Be 3rd down and 8.
Tried a little misdirection there with the kind of the jet sweep action, but wasn't a whole lot there, so it's going to be 3rd and long here.
It just seems like the run defense has been good for the Bulldogs tonight. Very sound.
Yeah. So now we'll see if maybe the Comets can maybe go back to the air. We saw them pick up a lot of 3rd downs through the air earlier in the first half. We'll see what they can do here. A little bit of confusion for Minco on the defensive side. We'll see if the Comets can take advantage of it.
You got Strong and Craighead on the left side. I'd watch there as he's going to roll out that way. Lets it fly. And it's been picked off, and he read that one well. And sails into the end zone. Pick 6 is. I think the DB had that one read right about the time Levi Taylor pulled the trigger.
Yeah, so the DB make a big break on the ball, and also Craighead, we saw him fall down on his route, so he wasn't able to come back to the ball and kind of, for lack of a better term, go from wide receiver to defensive back and try and at least knock it down a little bit. So, yeah, it's kind of nothing really went right for the Comets on that play.
And so number 18 back to attempt the extra point. We'll see if we get an extra point attempt made this evening. Kick is up, and that one's no good either, as I think the Comets get a finger on it, get a hand on it.
Looked like it came out of there a little wonky, so I bet they got a hand on it somewhere.
And I tell you what, the Comet fan in me hates to see this game tied up, but the football fan in me and the way this district has been this year, I tell you what, this is just an incredible district. Every district game has been like this, and it's just been exciting football. And now we're all tied up 12-12, and tell you what, we've had some OT in our district play this year too. Had a 2-point game last Friday, 23-21, and here we are in another closely contested competition here.
Yeah, I couldn't put it any better myself. It's been a tight matchup so far. We saw a little bit of an edge for the Comets in the first half, but that's 2 very evenly matched teams so far, and it looks like it's shaping up for a really good finish.
Yeah, and I think so far, the first half, Comets found what they did well, and they went to the well. I think Minco kind of took them a half to sort out where they were going to have success, and in the second half, they really stuck to that. So 12-12 game for those just tuning in. Tie ball game, 4:13 remaining in the third quarter. Comets have 2 timeouts. Minco, all 3 of their timeouts. And if you're just tuning in, it's a good time to just be tuning in, as we got a tie ball game. It's anyone's game. Comets looking to get their first district win on the season. Minco 1-2 in district play, looking for their second. Trevor Rodman will be back to receive the kick for the Comets. Number 10 will be kicking off. for the Bulldogs. And Rodman's going to let it bounce here as he's got to chase it back. He's really got to take this one out. He gets it to the 5-yard line, cuts back in, does everything he can. Pretty good stop there. He'll field the ball about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, that one was kind of an awkward kick. Kind of kicked it in no man's land. Robin was just a little slow getting there. Just wasn't quite able to get there and took a funky hop on him and just kind of put him behind the 8 ball there to start off that play.
Yeah, when you talk about a Comet bounce or a Bulldog bounce, that was one right there. That was a Bulldog bounce. That one just happened to bounce and roll their way and made for a really tough setup, as you alluded to. So the Comets here, tie ball game, got to get something going offensively, get back to what was working in the first half. You'd like to see them mixing in the passing attack, just got to execute. Robin in motion, snap. This time he's going to keep it, but it's blown up in the backfield as the Bulldogs are all over that one.
Taylor on the keeper and Ashton Taylor with the stop.
Yeah, we've seen number 70 from Minco make a couple plays here in the second half after didn't really see a lot of them in the first half, and he's had a good start to the second half so far.
Yeah, and I mean, so you could just tell the Comets they need a big play here. The Comets are much better than they're playing right at the moment here. You just tell the momentum is kind of in the Bulldogs' favor. They're playing with a lot of fire and a lot of intensity right now. So the Comets just need one big play to kind of shift things back in their favor and get the boys fired up again. Second down, 2 by 1. Gets that to Rodman. Again, Craighead a little bit confused there, not laying a block. It's a positive game, but still puts him in 3rd down and long.
Complete, miss. McMahon on the side.
So again, 3rd down and long. What are you seeing there on that one?
Yeah, I have to think they're probably gonna try and go with something through the air here. We saw, like I mentioned earlier, we saw them pick up a few, but also so far this half, the 3rd down play through the air hadn't really gone their way. So we'll see what they do here.
Shotgun, trips left. Oh man, pressure here quick. Can they finish? They bring him to the ground. Number 70 in on it again. That's the pressure getting to the Comets.
Yeah, it looked like that one took a little bit too long to develop there.
They bring up 4th down to the Comets.
And the Comets will bring the punt team out. 2:28 remaining in the 3rd.
First time we see the punt team out for the Comets tonight.
Yeah, which has been good for the Comets. Unfortunately, this is not a time that the Comets want to see the punt team coming out. As again, this is you got to be really careful here as Ryan Lytle's going to kick this one, but you want to avoid any, even if you don't get a return here, they're going to have the ball at the very worst at midfield. So we got a flag on the play. Looks like a false start.
False start against the
And that just made a difficult special teams play even more difficult, as that pins them back even deeper on a 5-yard penalty. And again, worst case scenario, like I said, you hope Ryan Lytle, he's a great punter, great kicker. He's going to have to put a boot into this one. Worst case scenario, they're going to get this ball at midfield.
Looks like Minco might bring pressure here.
And you're right, they're sending them. So he punts this one up, and this one's going to hang in the air. They got to be careful here because the players, and they played that well. The Bulldogs played that well.
Yeah, that one kind of went straight up in the air, got caught up in the wind. We got a strong south wind here tonight, got caught up in there, and then like you were alluding to, as the ball was in the air, it was kind of going towards a big herd of players, and thought it might maybe bounce off a Minco player.
Yeah, and I tell you, that's if you're the coach and you're sitting there pulling your hair, you're like, oh my, yeah, because you don't want that ball, because the players can't see the ball. They don't know where it's, they don't know where it's at. There's only about 2 or 3 players on the field that know where that ball is at that point in time, and you just hope, if you're the Bulldog coaching staff, that it does not hit a Minco player. It doesn't hit a Minco kid, because that could immediately give them the Comets a fresh set of downs if they can get hands on it.
Meanwhile, if you're a Hinton player or coach, you're just standing over thinking, pleasing him.
Yep. First down, really good field position here for the Bulldogs. Hands it off, cuts back inside. Hunter Helms tries to make a tackle. Is able to wrap up and finish, but it's a solid gain. Another gain of about 5 on first down.
For the carry. Brought down by Helms. Gaining about 6 on the play.
And again, the success through the air continues for the Bulldogs. Is just working a little audio issues here. If you guys hear that, we're working on it. Going to move quickly here as number 10 powers up the middle. He's going to gain about 3 on the play, so 3rd down and short coming up.
On the carry. That is Swino with the stop.
So it looks like the formula so far for the Bulldogs has been ground and pound and run up tempo. Because they know they got the momentum right now, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
And we saw in the first half whenever they weren't able to get much going, they weren't able to get any momentum up front or make any big gains up front, and this couldn't go with much tempo. So yeah, definitely working in their favor here in the second half.
Pistol formation. They're going to roll out to the right side here. They've got blocks, a flag on the play though, so this one more than likely could be coming back because he gets enough for the first. The flag on the play.
It's back in the area where you usually see holding, so we'll see what happens here. We have a man down. Looks like it might be the quarterback from Minco.
Yeah, number 5. That is their QB. He looks to be in pain. You hate to see that again. Love competitive plays. You hope he's okay. Looks like he's getting up under his own power there. Maybe just kind of took a hard hit. Maybe you're on the arm or something to that.
Yeah, may have just been a little stinger there. Just need to shake it off a little bit. But yeah, it's definitely good to see that he's up and walking it off. You never like seeing that.
Exactly. And they'll take a minute to kind of check up on it. Yeah, they're going to bring the trainers in, or the staff in. As again, I'm sure his adrenaline's running high. A lot of times it's that adrenaline that gets you up initially, and then you start walking a little bit and realize that, hey, maybe I'm not 100%. Come and check on it. And that's the right thing to do. So we're going to take a little break right here with this injury timeout. We'll be right back here in just a moment on HintonComets.tv.
Jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
The industry.
All right. Following the quick break there for the injury timeout, you again hope that he's okay. He's kind of walking off under his own power, so not on the field currently though. He'll head to the sideline. So, and following the penalty there, that puts him back at 3rd down and 10. Number 33 in motion, pistol formation. This time he's going to look to throw. Can he make the throw? And threads the needle. Number 11 makes the reception on a slant pattern. What a throw and catch.
Yeah, definitely wasn't expecting to see that. They kind of went with a wildcat look there with their running back and kind of figured they just kind of ground and pound it and set them up to go forward on 4th down, but that was a huge play for
First down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I tell you what, they're going to say that's enough for the first down. Well, the PA is saying it's enough. Okay, yep, there we go. Enough for the first. Move the chains. I tell you what, that was a big play. They haven't had that, like you said, they haven't had the passing attack working all evening, and we're going to get a timeout here taken.
Looks like we have a Comet player down.
You have a Comet player here down on the near side. And it appears to be Braden Strong that's down, so seems to be holding his knee. So again, something you never like to see in a player holding his knee, anything around the leg area. As that's tough to see. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be right back on HintComets.tv.
Christianity is about walking by faith, living with hope, and sharing our love. And the greatest of these is love. We love God, our neighbors, and one another. And we would be delighted for you to come share the love of God with us at the Hinton Church of Christ, 307 South Spencer, in Hinton, Oklahoma. Join us on Sundays for Bible classes for all ages at 9 a.m., worship at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., and midweek Bible study on Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
All right, just coming back here, injury timeout, but they're going to, coming back from the break here, they're going to let that time run out. That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. So, again, don't go anywhere. 12-12 football game. Minco's gotten back in this one, tie ball game. Who wants it more? Who's going to take home the dub here in district play? We'll find out here in just a moment for the start of the 4th quarter right here on HintComets.tv.
Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
All right, start of the fourth quarter here, 12-12 ball game just getting underway. If you're just tuning in, you picked a great time as it's basically a 0-0 game. Snap. Up the middle, nothing doing there. Comets shore up. Again, number 10 still on the field taking snaps for the Bulldogs as number 5, their quarterback's out with an injury right now.
Nice play there by Brookshire to get into the backfield and bring him down. That was a good play.
Second down and 10. Almost second down and goal, essentially, with that marker on about the chain on about the 1 yard line. Second down this time, he's going to follow his blocks, roll off to the right, cut back inside as Jack Brookshire makes another tackle. Not much doing there.
Back-to-back big tackles for Brookshire to force him into a very little gain. So now another big third down for the Comets here.
And number 5 back in for the Bulldogs here on third down and 9. And again, you have to wonder here, not sure exactly what they have in the kicking game. You know, talk a lot to the coaches pregame. Didn't hear them talk much about the kicking team. So not sure if they kick a field goal in this position or if they would go for it, as they're going to try to get them to jump off sides. So I think they thought Clifton Craighead might have been offsides for a moment there. Snap. Oh, nice space there. Great play calls. He goes up the middle, but they try to push him forward. A flag coming out late, but they push him into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. We'll get the call as there was a flag right out the middle of the field.
Yeah, it came out late, so I'm not quite sure what we're going to get here.
They're going to say... Is this... And they're going to say that penalty's on the Bulldogs. Again, not exactly sure what the call is. Not really seeing a signal.
Sounds like it improperly assisting the runner.
All right.
That's,
again, I haven't seen that in.
Yeah, that's not.
Haven't seen that in Class A football this year. It's a
little shades of the Bush push back in the day.
There you go. Yeah, interesting there. All right, but you know what? The Comets will take it. Third down and long. And they'll basically just redo again. They're going to get a redo of this down. Pistol formation, snap, rolls off to the left side. We'll see if he can make his blocks develop, as they take a long time to develop there. They really stretch that one out. Comets defensively do a good job of getting the stop there.
Yeah, they did a good job of forcing him out to the outside and making him just wait and wait and wait for something to develop, and they did a good job of wrapping him up. So that's going to be a big fourth down here.
And the longer you're going east and west, the worse things get. You know, it's tough when you're just bouncing outside and outside to the boundary and not making any forward progress.
Run out of room pretty quick.
So fourth down again. Offense stays on the field, as it's been a night of fourth down attempts. Can we get another turnover on downs for the Comet defense? As he tries that hard count again, tries to get him to jump. High snap, gives it to number 25, makes one man miss as Levi Taylor tries to stand him up. He eludes the tackle, and they're going to say touchdown Bulldogs. Levi Taylor tried to finish there, and he just kind of spun out of that one and bounced into the end zone.
Looks like the Comets were trying to say the ball came out, but I think he did cross the goal line just a little bit before that ball came out.
Yeah, and I think you are correct on that. It looks like that's what they were arguing, but ruling on the field is touchdown. So Minco, for the first time tonight, is going to take a lead, as Comets initially up 12-0, and just like that, the Bulldogs have scored 18 unanswered here in the second half. As they up by 6, we'll see if they can make it 7, or do they go for the 2-point attempt here, and it looks like that's maybe what they do. And again, not a bad idea considering the way that point afters have gone this evening. Hands it to number 10, who powers forward there. But I tell you what, they're going to stand him up. No going there.
Great stop there for the Comets on that 2-point try, led once again by Alexis Valdespino.
Yeah, I mean, what more can you say about that, man? He has had a fantastic night, and that's what you want to see from those type of players. So now we're going to need to see the offense answer here as, you know, they put up 12 points the first half, not much doing here in the second. So, but you know what? Same thing as Minco. You know, at one point in time, this is a 1-score, 2-score game. It's a 1-score game right now. It's still anybody's game. There's, you know, Comets absolutely can get back in this and tie this one up.
Absolutely, and still have 9:22 left. We still got plenty of time here. By no means is this one over. They've still got plenty of time. They've got a chance to make a play here.
And based on the way this district has gone this season, I just would not be surprised if the Comets get a late score here. It would not shock me to see some OT action at some point in this game. It's just been that kind of season and this kind of district. So, you know, I think for the Comets, it's just a matter of rather than changing up the game plan, it's just a matter of executing. You know, they've had opportunities there, but really haven't executed in the second half. And, you know, the good news is it's a 1-score game. If you're going to execute, now's a good time to do it.
Absolutely. We saw them do it a lot in the first half. They had a lot of stuff going their way in the first half. We just got to see them maybe string a couple first downs together. We haven't really seen them put much of a drive together here in the second half. Just try and see them put a few plays together, just get a few positive plays in a row, just kind of get a little momentum, get a little confidence going, and then put something together.
Yes, and like you said, momentum. Not much for the Comets in the momentum category of the second half. It doesn't take much to swing that back in your favor, but again, you do that by executing. You get that by getting chunk plays, and that's just something that's been missing here in the second half. So the time is now. Number 10 kicking off for the Bulldogs. As again, Robin's back, but this one's a really short kick. He gets down there, tries to field it, and looks like coming in to save that. It's Crease Douglas.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play by Douglas. He had an excellent job having his head on a swivel there. That was a big play. That could have been a disaster.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that's one of those elements the second half that's really benefited the Bulldogs as special teams. You know, whether it be the Comets punting deep from their own 5-yard line, whether it be the onside attempt, you know, that they got to start the second half. It's just those things as special teams have worked very well for them. So the Comets, good news is they maintain possession, have pretty good field position to get this drive started. 9:19 in the fourth quarter. It's time to make it happen. Levi Taylor's going to take this one, rolls out to the right, looks to pass. Rodman open with space and bowls over number 18, pushed out of bounds, enough for the first down.
What a play by Rodman. Like you said, there's a great play call there on first down. We hadn't seen a lot of first down pass plays so far, but that was a great play call and a good job of getting some yards after the catch as well.
And that's a good gain, about 15 yards on that play. And that's what you like to see. You see, when you execute, that's what you get. And those opportunities have been there. And again, now you just need to execute. And that's how you really get things swinging back in your favor. So a new set of downs, pistol formation, one receiver out on each side, wing on the right. Snap, he's going to get this one out quick here for Clifton Craighead. And I tell you what, dangerous there as that one rolls off the fingertips, and luckily that one wasn't picked off.
It looked like maybe a defender between him and Craighead may have gotten a fingertip on it just to kind of throw it off just enough to disrupt the rhythm there.
Yeah, you can kind of tell the way the ball spun, I guess you would put it, towards Craighead, that there was definitely a little bit of disruption on that ball before it got to him. So 2nd down and 10. Empty set. Rodman in motion, snap. He's going to keep it this time to the right side. Follows his block, powers forward, and a gain of about 7 on that one.
That's a nice job there, kind of following through contact. He ran into contact about 2 or 3 yards downfield, but he did a good job pushing forward, getting them a lot better picture here on 3rd down.
And I like that he does that. You know, in your head, you're probably knowing you're not going to get the first down, so let's try to get 3 or 4 extra yards. So he just kind of got low with his body, followed the block, and turned that into a really solid gain.
Yeah, just lowered his shoulder and just made sure he fell forward.
And you don't want to call it too early here, but you have to believe maybe 4-down territory on this drive, as you're not going to get too many opportunities left with the success Minco's had running the ball, and it's a bobble snap. He's going to have to make something out of this, and blown up in the backfield is another mistake for the Comets, cost them 10 yards. And something you just can't have there on 3rd down.
Yeah, that's just about the last thing that you could have wanted there. And they were lucky enough that they were able to jump on the ball and not have the defense recover it, but yeah, that's just about the last thing you want to see there for the Comets.
Yeah, not sure there if it was a bad snap or if it was just kind of misplayed by Taylor. But either way, it's a very tough play, and that forces them to basically punt on this drive. Whether they're sitting at 4th down and 15 on the Bulldog side. Punt is up. It's a good punt that time, and it's going to have a little wind behind it too. It's going to take a Comet bounce and roll. They're going to get this one inside the 15-yard line, down at about the 10. As that's what you need right there. Special teams has not gone the Comets' way a lot this evening, and that time it does.
Yeah, we saw earlier in the third quarter, saw a punt kind of get caught up in that south wind. That time we had it at our back, and it got a lot of air under it, a lot of distance, and then, like you mentioned, took a very good bounce for Hinton.
Yeah, it really did. And it's funny, the wind's kind of been off and on. You know, it really calmed down at the start of the game. Unfortunately, picked up on that punt attempt earlier, and it's nice, kind of blowing in and out. Feels like about 15 mile an hour maybe. And so if defense, the Comets need a big stop here. It's a one-score game. You get a stop, you know, you're going to more than likely have 5 or 6 minutes left after you get the stop. You give your offense a chance to go in there, tie this game up. They have to have a stop here, and they really need to get a quick 3 and out. They can't allow them to get a few first downs in this one. Not much doing there. No gain on first down, so that's what you need.
Nice gang tackle there for the Comets D-line, and like you mentioned, you really need a quick stop here just to give your offense a little bit more time to work with, especially at this area of the field. I mean, you've got them pinned deep. If you can get a stop here, a 3 and out maybe, force them into a punt into this wind, that can really set your offense up with great field position to go and tie the game.
Yes, absolutely. Because like I said, you got 7 minutes left, and a team that's running the ball a lot, even though you have 2 timeouts, they get a couple first downs, they're going to chew 3-4 minutes off this clock. And you really want a 3 and out here. He's going to roll to the right side. His Comets are all over that one. Levi Taylor finishing the play.
Levi Taylor along with Jake Wright, they've been all over the field so far tonight. It's a great job there, and now it's going to be a 3rd and long, a great opportunity here for the Comets to make a play.
Yes, and it's tough for the Bulldogs because you want to pass the ball, but you don't want the clock to be, you're trying to manage the clock as well. And if you're the Comets, more than likely they're going to try to run the ball here, so it makes play calling, it makes the decisions on defense a little bit easier for you. It's going to be interesting to see just how gutsy the Bulldogs want to get here. What do you want to dial up on 3rd down?
Yeah, we haven't seen them have a ton of success passing the ball so far tonight, so you probably think they're probably going to stick on the ground. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here.
Yeah, they're going to take a timeout. As the Bulldogs will take a timeout, and so will we. We'll be right back here in just a moment on HintonComets.tv.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends.
All right, following the timeout, again, Minco's got 2 timeouts left. Comets with 2 timeouts of their own. 18-12 ball game, 6:21 in the 4th. Big 3rd down here for the Bulldogs. How risky do you want to be? Do you want to keep that clock rolling, or do you want to take a passing attempt and try to get that first down? I'd watch the outside. You got a 1-on-1 matchup with Trevor Rodman as we got a flag on the play. And it's offsides. They're going to get a little bit of assistance here. 5 more for the Bulldogs.
That could be really costly there, because now you open up the playbook a little bit for Minco, especially with how they've run the ball in the second half. They could very easily pick, like that could bring them into full. I mean, you wonder how bold they get going for this deep in their own territory, but it does open up the opportunity.
Absolutely, their 3rd and a lot more manageable snap as he's going to draw back the pass, lets it fly, intended for number 22. Not a bad ball, but just a little bit short of connecting.
Yeah, like you mentioned, not a bad pass there, but just let him just a little too much. And now we got to see what Minco's planning on doing. Looks like they're bringing on some new personnel, but we'll see if they dial anything up here.
And again, the comments, and this is something I'd want to watch. Trevor Robin, he's had a return for a touchdown this season. He's a very electrifying player on special teams. He's going to get his opportunity right here at about midfield. So, again, just like the Comets did a while ago, they're going to have to get a good boot on this one because Comets are going to have a lot to work with. And it being a one-possession game, the iron might be hot to strike. So number 5 has to kick it. Puts a pretty good leg on it against that wind as he's going to show for a fair catch, but not going to have a chance to put hands on it, and they'll spot that at about the 42, maybe 43-yard line.
Got a little worried there towards the end of the punt that we might see some contact there. Ryan Lytle was bringing some pressure, but he almost grabbed the punter just to hold him up, if anything. Got a little worried there.
All right, so if you're the Comets, 6:07, you got plenty of time. You got 2 timeouts. You can do, anything that you want to dial up in the playbook. You got plenty of time here. All you need to do at this point is execute.
Oh yeah, no limitations here. Like you mentioned, plenty of time. Don't really have any plays that are off limits here. Just go run your offense and see what works.
All right, this time he's going to have to get this one on and faces pressure, and he needs to tuck that one to keep from fumbling it. And another sack for the Bulldogs as they've been bringing the heat the second half, and it's come to fruition as they bring him down again.
That one's one you really have to just kind of get rid of. If you can't do anything, just kind of throw it towards the sideline. He had a man down there. But yeah, you just hate to take a sack there because now you're way behind the chains now.
And you're sitting at about 2nd down and 20. And worst of all, that clock is rolling. Anytime that you take a sack like that, you're losing about 20 seconds off the game clock. And you're sitting back about 5-10 yards further apart. So 2nd down and 20 is he needs to let it fly. This time he does. As number 18 uses his body, gets up there and gets the interception. That's his 2nd pick of the game, I believe.
I believe so.
And you saw a little contact initially there. Thought maybe would there be a flag, but no flag on the play. Plays that well and gets another turnover.
Yeah, does a good job turning around and finding the ball, but yeah, that's just what happens whenever you take that sack on 1st down. You have a lot less that you can work with in your offense, and you have to take a couple more chances. But now you put your defense back out on the field, and they need another big stop here. Yeah,
you do need another big stop. As now, of course, you still have 2 timeouts remaining, but 5:22. You really need a 3 and out. You get a couple first downs, and they're going to be able to, even if they can punt the ball, you're going to have to more than likely go 70, 80 yards with what might be 2-3 minutes left in the game. That's difficult to do.
Especially with an offense that's predicated on the run as this.
Yes. 1st down, this time going to hand it to number 3. Good job there, played up well. Jake Wright finishing the play. Looks like Ryan Lytle in on the tackle.
And Brummel on the carry.
No, excuse me. Sorry about that. That's not Ryan Lytle. It's Milo Gonzalez on that. That's a good play there, but again, one thing that's tough is this is going to continue to chew up clock as we're under 5 minutes now.
Yeah, Minco is in no hurry right now.
Yep. They're going to let that play clock run all the way down to probably closest to 1 as they can. Again, it's not the pros, so it gets hard to time it quite like that, but they're going to let it run inside of 5 before they snap. As I tell you what, he gets it off with 1, and this time the Comets all over that. Looks like Thomas Strother in on the play. And he just kind of threw him down to the ground. He was like, nope.
Just wrapped him up in a big old bear hug. Said, nope, you're not going anywhere.
And you can just tell for the Bulldogs, you can tell the strategy here is that, not saying that they're not trying to score, but the number 1 goal here appears to be chew off as much clock as you can. And I have to believe after this down, if they don't, convert, they don't get the 3rd down. If they don't get the 1st down, we're going to see a timeout probably taken by the Comets. And we'll have 1 more attempt offensively. So 3rd down here, likely you have to believe they're going to stay on the ground. Low snap here as he cuts back inside. They're actually going to let it fly here. Gets it to number 33 who catches it. Braden Strong making the open field tackle. And he'll gain a few there. 4th down and about 9. But most importantly, stays in bounds. Makes the reception and stays in bounds to keep the clock moving.
Yeah, definitely wasn't expecting them to put it in the air there like you mentioned. But yeah, it's a good job by Strong to wrap him up as quickly as possible. Didn't let him kind of run around a little bit, wrapped him up as quickly as possible, and now they're going to be able to try and get their offense back on the field. I have to believe they're going to more than likely either punt with the QB here or just try to draw them off sides, try to get 5 extra yards here. Yeah, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
as again, you couldn't imagine them doing anything other than punting in this situation. That's exactly what they're going to do, let the play clock run out.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to use one of their timeouts here.
All right, so we'll stay right here on HintComets.tv. So, again, Zach, we're up here. You know, you've got 3 minutes left. Comets have both their timeouts. What's your approach going into this situation?
Like you mentioned, about we got 3:06 right now. They're going to run a play, or they're going to punt the ball, probably going to run about 10 seconds, maybe a little more off the clock. So you're probably looking at about 250, 255 on the clock whenever you get the ball back. And the wind blowing into Minco's face is going to help him on this punt here. Haven't had a lot of distance on punts so far tonight going in this direction. So you're going to have decent field position. So I think you won't have a ton of plays off limits in your offense. So you'll be able to run your offense about as close as normal as you can, but definitely want to try and get the chains moving early on, because we've seen them kind of be stagnant a little bit here in the second half. Haven't had a ton of momentum on offense. So you definitely want to try and get the chains moving early on. Don't get forced into third long, fourth and long, anything like that. Try and get some forward momentum as quickly as possible.
Fourth down here. Punt team out. Number 5, the QB, of course, the punter. Trevor Rodman, again, who, if he has an opportunity, you know, it'll be difficult to see if they give him an opportunity or not, but when he gets his opportunity, I tell you what, he can make a pay. He is an electrifying return man, so Minco's got to be real careful here. They're going to punt. Kick is clean. I tell you what, it's going to take a good bounce roll, but I can tell you what, actually takes a little bit of a Comet bounce there, as they'll have the ball on about the 39-yard line. It looked like the way he kicked it, that ball was going to roll forward about 5 or 10 yards, and it just kind of dies on the ground.
Kind of bounced backward once and then kind of shot back towards the far end of the field, so kind of knuckled around a little bit, but yeah, definitely didn't get as much of a roll for Minco as they were anticipating with how he kicked it. But it looks like they're going to have to go 61 yards here to find pay dirt, so it's going to be a tall task here with 2:57 left here in the game, but they've got a chance here.
Yep. All right, 6-point game. For everyone tuning in, here's the game right here, 2:57, trailing by 6, still got 2 timeouts, 3 minutes essentially on the clock. Got plenty of time, got to execute. First down, pistol formation, down to pull the reverse. They pull this play out of the trick book about once a game. Can they get a hand on the ball?
Oh my!
And he makes the catch! Somehow the acrobatic catch!
Oh my goodness.
Green DeVinny!
What a play. Looked like it was Craighead who launched it downfield, and it was knocked in the air. It was into triple coverage, and then Graydon DeVinny comes down with it somehow. What a huge play for the Comets.
Wow, you can't speak enough. That's just a turn of fortune in your favor, and that's why you always fight the play. You battle to the whistle, and great job. Ball was not on the ground. He kind of fought that one all the way through. And
absolutely.
The Comets digging to the bag of tricks.
Great focus there by DeVinny to stay locked in on that ball, even after it got knocked up in the air.
2:23. He's going to get this one out quick. Intended for Trevor Rodman. I'll tell you what, good tackle there by number 18. We've been saying his number a lot. He's made some great plays.
Yeah, he's made some big plays here in the second half for Minco, so definitely pulling his weight right now.
2:06 remaining. 6-point game, and tell you what, if you're nervous at home, so are we up here in the booth. This is for all the marbles here. This has been an exciting game, as all of our district games have been this season. It's only fitting that this would play out in this fashion. So second down and 8, minute 45. They need to kind of hurry here.
Yeah, they haven't been in as much of a hurry so far.
Oh, can Craighead use his body? He does. He lays out. Touchdown, Comets. Clifton Craighead using his body and then getting some separation there, physically kind of trying to open up there at the end, and what a catch.
He had a huge first half, hadn't called his name a ton here in the second half, but this drive just huge for Craighead. He's first with the completion on the trick play, and then that one, like you mentioned, is great separation and diving catch at the end zone. That is huge.
And an extra point attempt away from Ryan Lytle from having a 1-point lead with a minute and a half left in this game. The snap, it's down, the kick is up, and it's good.
And the cleanup is good.
Comets will take a 1-point lead with a minute 36 remaining. I tell you what, I'm happy for the Comets, but I just happen to love good football. This is fun. I'm getting excited more for just how fun this football is.
This is what the fall is all about, man. This is This is great football here.
And you got to give a shout out to the Comet fans. They've got the opposing stands packed. I mean, we really travel well. I can't say enough about how well Comet fans travel. They got this place packed, and they're getting loud. You can hear them making noise all the way over here on the other side.
I think we may even have a few over here on this side. Thought we heard some cheers whenever Craighead hauled that ball, and thought I heard some cheers underneath us.
So again, for the first time they've scored here in the second half, but the timing, what a great time to get on the board here as they take a 1-point lead. But again, not over, 1:36 remaining, 1 timeout. Now the problem for the Bulldogs is their passing attack hasn't worked very well. So, the ground and pound, not really a good style to play in this situation. So
yeah, their quarterback hadn't had a ton of success through the air so far. Their most success through the air has come whenever they kind of run that wildcat and have their running back kind of passing it around. But definitely going to be put to the test here.
Yeah, and again, just don't want to say with absolute certainty, but don't think that the kicking team is one of their strong suits just based on, watching their point after attempts and stuff. So, again, more than likely, Minco may have to go down and try to score a touchdown. If they may not be able to do what CHA can do or Crescent did last week with a field goal opportunity. They may have to go down there and score a touchdown. Kicking off, Ryan Lytle puts a boot. They're going to field this one as it takes a Comet bounce and roll. As number 12 is going to field it here, cut back. We'll see if they can swarm to the ball. It tries as this time kind of runs into his own man, cuts back. Grace Douglas going to finish the tackle, and they'll be at about the 21-yard line to start this drive.
We saw something like that happen to Hinton earlier in the game, and that this time the odds were on the other direction there, but kind of kicked it into no man's land, took a weird bounce for Minco, and now they've had to field it running backwards around the 10-yard line. So, yeah, definitely going to be a uphill battle here for the Bulldogs.
And you can hear the sideline making noise. There's a lot of noise for the Comet faithful on that side. This is it right here, 1:30. They're going to have to pass. Rolls out to the right side. Intended for number 10, but too much to the outside there and not a chance to make a play on it.
Yeah, it's kind of an odd decision to kind of run to the short side of the field. Only really had one receiver in the area, and yeah, just kind of overthrew him, kind of led him too far into the sideline.
And again, accuracy is, the quarterback's done a lot of great things this evening, but just accuracy on the passes has just not been there this evening.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a knock on him. I don't know how accurate or inaccurate he's been all season, but tonight just kind of struggling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Second down, he's going to roll out to the right. Gonna have to make a pass. There it is, picked off. Levi Taylor needs to get down. He needs to get down and avoid the strip. And he gets down. An interception.
What a play for the Hinton defense. They brought Jake Wright with pressure up the middle, and the back picked him up initially, but he did a great job pressuring the quarterback, and then Levi Taylor just jumps the route and gave us a little bit of a panic there.
Yeah.
Trying to break some tackles there,
yes,
but did a great job jumping around, anticipating where he was going to go and making a play.
And that's just the dog in that dude. He was just thinking, bowl him over. And I know exactly how he's feeling on that. That was exciting. But, yeah, you were just like, oh, my goodness, please get down. Please don't turn this ball over. And he's got good hands. He secures the ball very well. But, these district games, there's just been a lot of crazy things happening. And if something crazy is going to happen, this is the year where it does. So you just want them getting down on that after the turnover. We're going to get a timeout taken, probably kind of settle the boys down just a little bit.
Yeah, probably not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea. We're going to stay right here live on HintComets.tv. So, again, it seems like the Comets have been on the wrong side of a lot of this late game action. And tell you what, the Comets get one in their favor, and they got out and earned it. They got out and earned it on that one.
Absolutely. The third quarter, that was a tough one for them. Not a lot went their way. It would have been easy to get down, get discouraged, but they give them credit. They have clawed and fought their way back. The defense has really stepped up here in the fourth quarter, just making huge stops in that, just holding that Minco ground game in place, and then putting them in odd situations like that, where forcing them to do something that doesn't really look to be their strong suit, and then just forcing them into mistakes.
Yes, and again, you see Jake Wright. It's going to be interesting to see who gets the ball in this situation with one timeout, what they elect to do. And again, I know after last week, is he going to take a knee there? Again, last week they had a little bit of a mishap in this sort of situation, and again, sometimes that's just bad luck. It's not a bad call or a bad situation. It was just a little bit of bad luck last week, and I know this time that's more than likely weighing on their mind there. Give it to your quarterback. Take the knee, and Don't make a mistake.
Let him do his thing.
Don't turn the ball over.
Most importantly, do not make a mistake.
Yeah. Again, 1:11. For those wondering the clock, we'll give you play-by-play updates on the clock as a 1:11 left on the clock. As they'll use their third and final timeout. So Minco has no timeouts remaining after this, and really nothing they can do to stop the clock from this point on. So 2nd down and 10, 1 minute left, and this game is...
As long as they again, make sure you handle the snap well, but as long as they handle the snaps, they should have this one in hand.
Yeah, this game is, like I said, not going to jinx it. We're not going to say anything up here. Just execute, and you got this game in the bag. So Taylor under center. There we go. As this time, can we say Landry? Can we say the Landry formation now? One more we can say. How about that? I'm getting a finger whack in my face.
We're getting a solid no.
One more play, and then then we can say it. And I tell you what, I'm just so happy for the players. Assuming one more play, and then we'll spill our tea. Clock at 4. Snap. Knee down. No flag. They can let this one run out. Okay. Tell you what, your Comets. Get it done. Get it done. They're going to the 1-point win. And finally, fortune rolls back in the favor of the Comets as they're going to win this one by 1 point, 19-18, getting the big district dub. And you just got to feel so excited. I'm so proud of the boys, and I just feel so good for them right now because those 2 district games were such heartbreakers. They had a chance to be, you almost got a chance to be 3-0, and I know that's going to sting, but this is a season of perseverance. It's a season of fighting hard, and I'm sure after the way last week went, it could be easy to just kind of tuck your head, or put your tail between your legs, have a week of practice, and come out here and kind of get pounded by Minco. But I tell you what, they didn't do that. They were resilient all week, had a great week of practice. Coach Potter had a great game plan going into this one, and they continued to fight and get the win. And so it comes to fruition as you Comet fans are making a lot of noise on this side. It is exciting. This is a great deal. And I tell you what, a great time to get this win because for those at home watching, the rest of the season, we've got 2 games left, both district games. So let's paint the picture for you here. We've got Cashin next Friday. That's going to be homecoming. Not homecoming. It's going to be senior night. So come on out for senior night. That is a must-win game. If the Comets are going to make the playoffs, they have to beat Cashin with the way this district has played out so far. Cashin is a must-win game. So if you win Cashin, of course, they will finish the season on the road against Watonga. That is a district game as well. But again, you've got to go, more than likely the way this district is, you've got to go 2-0. So good news is they get the win here. But the other side of that is that even if they had lost this game, it really doesn't change the outlook of the picture. You got to go 2-0 in these last 2 games, and Cashin is a must win. But for now, we're going to celebrate and have a great evening and a great weekend. I want to thank everybody on HintonComets.tv. I want to thank Zach Friesen up here for being my co-color guide this evening, and had a good time. And we will see you guys next Friday. Cashin at home. Be there on HintonComets.tv.
We are Maples, Nix, and Diesel Horst, and we are here